There's some things there that I don't think that we can change. And I know that your framework will bring me more control. But let's just take a glimpse at what a good day could look like. So if I get
Yeah.
myself together, if I follow a framework and put a process in place, what can a really good, productive day look like that doesn't leave
Yeah.
me feeling exhausted and frustrated at the end of the day?
Okay. So it might be easier to illustrate a good day by comparing it to a chaotic day. And then you can
Right.
start to see the difference because you're absolutely right. You cannot control everything and what comes at you during your day. So if we say we have a Monday mayhem being your chaotic day, and Monday mastered being your structured day, your planned day. So Monday mayhem, like 8:30 a.m., you walk into the office, and as you walk in, a colleague just pulls you for 10 minutes because they want to discuss with you a meeting at 10:30 and they want to align with you on some items on the agenda. You
Right.
talk to them for 5 to 10 minutes and then you go to the kitchen to grab a coffee and you see your boss and your boss then asks you to give him a quick highlight, him or her,
Hmm.
of about a report that you submitted last week because they have a meeting this morning to discuss the report. So then you spend another 5 to 10 minutes talking to your boss. You make your coffee, you sit at your desk pretty much almost 9. You open your email and you hit by 20 to 30 new emails and you just start responding to whatever seems urgent. At the
And you
same
realize you're
time,
late for your 9 o'clock meeting as well.
yeah, you're 10-9. Exactly. And messages are being pinged in the background and
Yeah.
so much are getting thrown at you and you're constantly running late. So you start in your day already feeling behind.
Yeah.
The day just started and you're just feeling like you're playing catch from the very
Right.
beginning. And then suddenly it's midday. You don't know how the day flew by and you have a report that you need to submit at 2 p.m. and you haven't even started working on it. And you feel tired, exhausted, and you need like 3 more cups of coffee to survive.
Yeah. Frustrated as well, right? It's
Just like,
really frustrating, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
And you come in with the intention, like today I'm going to work on the report, and somehow your day is just stolen away from you, and you don't know what happened, and it continues. Right? I'm
Yeah.
sure we're all familiar with it. We've all been through it. Now think of if we were to apply the design to your day, plan ahead, and spend the day before planning your day. And I'll go through that a little bit more, but I'll just explain
Yeah.
what a good day looks like. So let's say you've planned it, you planned your calendar, and now you're having a mastered Monday or a planned Monday. Same thing, same day, 8:30, you walk into the office, your colleague stops you trying to talk about the agenda, and you just kindly but firmly say, shall we talk about it before the meeting? I'll call you 10 minutes before the
Okay.
meeting, right? Then you walk into the kitchen, your boss, same thing, trying to grab your attention and just say to them kindly and nicely, can I send you a few bullet points by midday if it can wait till then?
Right.
You make your coffee, so you're structuring, you're setting some boundaries there. You still do the work, you'll still respond to others, but not on their timeline, but rather on your timeline. Because your cognitive load can only handle so much, and you have a report to submit, and that should be your first focus. You make your coffee, you go sit at your desk, probably like 7:45 because you haven't wasted 20 minutes talking here and there. And you sip your coffee. Let's say that's you started your habit cue. You sip a coffee and you open your laptop. You don't look at your email. You don't look at your chats. You mute everything. Do not disturb. And you start working on your report in a deep working session, let's say 90 minutes. You finish by around 10:15, then you maybe grab a snack, reward yourself. I have a sweet tooth, so I always take a biscuit after any deep work session, or you just stretch your legs. And then you talk to your colleague about the meeting before the meeting starts. You align on the agenda, you have that 5-10 minutes chat, and you walk into your 10:30 meeting feeling um, clear because you've done your report, you've removed the most stressing item and the most urgent item of the day, you've worked on it, so you feel on track, and you've looked at the agenda before the meeting, and now you can focus. For that hour, you're focused in your meeting, and then you finish at 10:30, then you start your window of, I call it like a triage window for emails, chats, then you do that afterwards. And you can have multiple deep sessions throughout the day that way. But do you see the difference? It's the
Yeah,
same day.
absolutely.
It's
Yeah,
just that little tweaks,
I get
little
it.
easy tweaks can
I,
change
I,
how you
I was
feel
going to
about it.
ask you, so I can see that a really good journey to lunchtime. I get that. And it sounds
Mm.
amazing. I would like that. I'd like to understand how that compounds then across the rest of the day, across the week, across the month, across the year. You know, presumably that doesn't just get you through to lunchtime. There's significant benefits in doing this all of the time.
Absolutely. The idea is that once you implement the process, obviously there's a bit of tweaking, trials and error. You're not going to get it right from the first time. It takes practice and incremental change. But the idea is that you get to a stage where it becomes automatic,
Hmm.
right? Your responses are automated rather than you having to think about it. You plan ahead your day, you plan your calendar, you block your deep focus sessions, you block your triage window, and you learn how to set boundaries with others around you, which means that over time, you are allowing yourself to work on the things that matter the most.
Love it.
I mean, I'm not saying emails are not important. Of course they are, but I'm sure we don't just get paid to answer emails, right?
Yeah.
There are activities and responsibilities that comes with the job title, and we are expected to do them whether we answer emails or not. So it's important to understand the core, what you're trying to deliver in your job on whatever you do, and build everything around it rather
I,
than act in a reactive way.
I love that. And I often think, I mean, I'm a flicker. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll be working and I'll go, oh, quick look at email, quick look at this, quick look. And, it's very, very distracting.
Yeah.
And I suddenly realize sometimes the person that has sent me that email isn't actually expecting me to respond
Yeah.
immediately. And it's okay if I do it in 2 blocks of an hour or whatever across my day. It doesn't
Mm.
have a bad impact on the person who sent the email either.
This is the thing. Like you said, a really important point. It's a perception.
Yeah.
There's that feeling, and that could be an underlying feeling, maybe fear of disappointing others.
Yep.
Maybe we have been people pleasers for a long time, and we feel that responding immediately to an email is going to come across. We're trying to sustain that image that we are helpful, that we're good at
Yes.
what we do, that we're very communicative and
Efficient.
responsive and
Yes.
efficient. And
Yes.
if we respond to the boss within like 5 minutes of sending the email, they're going to think highly of us.
Hmm.
But that's our problem, because if we sit at the end of the day, I would say, your boss, your work environment, they're going to look at your achievement over time, not on the day.
Correct.
If you're
Yes.
responding to emails within 5 minutes, but you're actually not executing the work you were brought in to execute, then that is not going to stand as an excuse. So it's about us designing our life in a way, or our day in a way, that delivers what we meant to deliver. Mhm.
You're absolutely right. I know that I have a job. I know there are expectations of me, and it's the delivery of my job that is more important. And I cannot imagine a promotion conversation where my boss sits down with a bunch of other people and they say, Jeremy always responds to my emails within 5 minutes. Let's promote them, right? It'll be about, did he perform the functions that we expect him to do? Did he deliver? It is, you said it's performance over time rather than performance within 5 minutes. And I think it's really, really important.